Chapter 1. 3 ND POV. It was the end of the war between the New Jura Tempest Federation and the Kingdom of Falmouth. The monster nation was annihilated, and their ruler didn't make it in time. When he arrived and saw the body all over the ground, the building in fire, all he had built in these 2 years was gone, he fell in despair. His mind once human went darker, leaving only hatred and a single thought in his mind. Kill them all. Rimuru POV. Why did this happen to me? Why did I have to lose everything, the Kingdom of Falmouth? I will wipe them out of the map. And after that, I will come for you, Hinata Sakaguchi. Rimuru. Great Sage, use gluttony and absorb the entire city. Great Sage. As you wish. Dirt POV. The entire city got absorbed by their ruler, who then fell asleep without caring about anyone. 3 days later, he finally woke up and gained many new powers, but it was not enough. During these 3 days of sleep, he got the same nightmare again and again. The sight of all his friends getting killed just in front of him, the feeling of losing what he loved. This created something new in Rimuru. The hunger for power. He kept asking the same question in his mind. What if he chooses to become the strongest? What will happen if he chooses the path of power instead? This was the birth of a monster without any feelings but hatred. Rimuru. Great Sage, is there something I can do to gain more power? The Great Sage. Master possesses the Demon Lord seed. If Master has 10,000 human souls, then an evolution into a true Demon Lord is possible. He nodded his head and started to fly toward Falmouth territory. Their army has already come back to their nation, and they were celebrating the victory, but soon a nightmare will start. Rimuru POV. When I arrived at the Kingdom of Falmouth, the first thing I saw disgusted me. They were enjoying themselves, eating and drinking. My rage just grew. In response to my anger, the sky turned darker, a black cloud started to form, thunder started to fall, and the storm started. At the next moment, the city was bombarded by lightning, the civilians were exterminated, and the whole city was now in ruin. The festive atmosphere was replaced by terror. Now do you feel it? But I don't feel any satisfaction in this, huh? Annoyed by my own reaction, I went toward the castle, only to see some humans facing me. Brazen. Who are you? Great Sage. Notice. Master achieved the amount of soul required. Would you like to start the harvest festival? Yes or no? Rimuru. Wait a few minutes. Great Sage. As you wish. I didn't respond but only started to form my next attack. Until now, I have only destroyed everything, and I will finish it. Some drops of water started to form all around the city. Brazen. Don't ignore me. He launched a nuclear shot at me, but my new skill, Gluttony Barrier, aided. I finished my preparation. This skill of mine was forbidden because of the massive damage he can cause, but I don't care anymore. Rimuru. You humans who dare attack us monsters, may the wrath of God punish you. Mijido. The next instant, the entire kingdom of Falmouth got killed, and bodies and blood splashed everywhere. The king, his family, the army, the otherworlder, and the civilians all die. Voice of the world. We will not start the evolution of Rimuru Tempest into a demon lord. I then fall asleep, leaving my protection to the Great Sage. Great Sage POV. Notice. I was protecting Master during his evolution sleep. Fortunately, no one showed up. After all, the entire capital of the Kingdom of Falmouth was annihilated. Voice of the world. We will recreate all of the skills. Notice. To serve Masters more efficiently, I need greater power, so I ask you, Voice of the world. Voice of the world. Sacrifice of the gluttony and starving, creation of the ultimate skill gluttonous King Beelzebub. Great Sage. I request the evolution of the unique skill, Great Sage. Voice of the world. Request accepted. Evolution of the unique skill, Great Sage failed. Retry failed. Failed. Notice. Sacrifice of the unique skill to generate. Successful. The unique skill Great Sage has evolved into the ultimate skill Wisdom King Raphael. Raphael POV. I am now Raphael. I failed my mission when I was a Great Sage, but now I will help Master no matter what. His actual wish is power and the processing of the best way to obtain more power. The conversion of all souls into magic was successful. Absorption of all the dead bodies was successful. Raphael. I request, at the Voice of the world, the creation of a new skill. Voice of the world. Accepted. Creation of the new skill, Sacrifice of soul, successful. Creation of the ultimate skill, Hatred God Anteros, successful. Analyze the ultimate skill, Anteros, successfully. The ultimate skill of Anteros is his incarnation of hate himself. Conversion. The more hatred the user has, the more power he will possess. Gathering. To reunite the hatred of all people around and convert it into power. Hate world. Create an illusion world where hate takes control of everything, a manipulative spell. That concludes the analysis of the skill of Anteros. Master will wake up soon, I have to protect him during the next 2 days. Chapter 2. Rimuru POV. Where I am. I slowly opened my eyes and looked around, only to see everything destroyed. This was the damage I caused during the massacre, but I still feel nothing, not regret, not joy, but just hatred. Rimuru. I wanted to kill more. I looked around a little and saw that not even their bodies were on the ground. Rimuru. Great sage, what happened after I fell asleep? Raphael. After Master fell asleep, I did as Master wished, absorbing everything and converting it into power. Rimuru. Oh. Thanks, I guess, and you sound a little different. Great sage. Raphael. It's because I evolved into the ultimate skill, Raphael, Master. So a unique skill can evolve into the ultimate during a Demon Lord evolution. Rimuru. So what can you do now? Raphael. There's not a single question I can't answer now. I will be at the best use for Master. Rimuru. Really? Then tell me who is the strongest now, me or Hinata Sakaguchi? Raphael. Yes, Master gained many powerful skills and gained the extra skill of swordsmanship from Hakiru. He is now able to beat the individual Hinata Sakaguchi. I nodded and started to fly. Where do I go now? I have no home and no family anymore. I just noticed that I didn't have any clothes. Is this an effective evolution? Rimuru. Raphael, can you create some clothes? Raphael. Yes, using the extra skill of clothing making. The black mist covered my body, and some clothes appeared on me. They were black with a little gold. These clothes are perfect. I then started to fly toward Dorgan. We are still in an alliance. After 10 minutes, I arrived at Dorgan. I entered after greeting the guards and went straight to meet Gazel. Gazel. Rimuru, you are still alive. Rimuru, yes King Gazel. Gazel. But how? Rimuru. I was not in the city when the attack happened. He looked at me perplexed but then sighed. Gazel. Why did you come here? Rimuru. We were in an alliance, so I want you to do me a favor. Gazel. Oh. And what is it? Rimuru. Help me destroy the Church of Ruberios. His eyes widened in shock. Gazel Pav. What, this is not the Rimuru I knew, and his eyes look so cold. How did he change so much in such a short amount of time? Even if he lost his subordinates in nation, how did he become so different from the ancient Rimuru? Gazel. Why do you want that? Rimuru. They have committed sins, so they have to pay. Rimuru is a menace. He is not the kind of monster who wants peace anymore. Gazel. I refuse. Rimuru, so you refuse, can I ask why? Gazel. You changed Rimuru, the actual you is not someone I can trust. His face darkened. What is he planning? Rimuru Pav. I already know it, he is an outsider, there is no point anymore. He only helped us because of our nation's power. If he doesn't help me, then I have to do it myself. Rimuru. Raphael, you can answer everything right, then tell how to gain more power in the fastest way. Raphael. Research successful. To gain more power in the most effective way is to absorb everything with the ultimate skill, Beelzebub. A smile formed on my face. If they can be useful to me anymore, then they can be my power. Rimuru. Hahaha. So even an ally like you betrayed me, so you don't have any reason to live anymore. Gazel. What are you saying? Rimuru. This. Beelzebub. 3ND Pav. The next moment, the entire nation got covered in magic and started to be absorbed at one point. King Gazel, seeing what the past ruler of the monster was going to do, took out his sword and tried to slash the slime, but was just killed in the process before reaching his goal. At this moment, every civilian, guard, or scientist was in despair. This despair was transformed into hatred by the Wisdom King, who added more power to Rimuru. In a mere 4 days, 2 of the most important nations in the world were annihilated by the hand of the incarnation of destruction. Rimuru was still standing where he was before using Beelzebub. A smile could be seen on his face before he started to laugh like a crazy man. He gained some new power, but his insanity was stopped when the space changed. Someone transported him into a dark place where you can see a dragon and a spirit. The dragon was worried because his sworn friend has become something that can even scare him, so he wanted to talk to him, but this was the biggest mistake of his life. Rimuru Pav. Where am I now? Who dares interrupt my fun? I looked around and saw a familiar figure. I hadn't seen him for 2 years now. Rimuru. Oh. It's you, Veldora. What do you want? Veldora. Rimuru, I am sorry for your loss, but you have to calm down. Rimuru, calm down. Didn't you do the same, going on rampage? Veldora. Yes, but if you continue like that, you will destroy the world, and at this time, you will not be able to return from this path. What is he saying since this childish dragon talks about peace with me? I was about to respond, but I saw behind this stupid dragon a spirit, but not any spirit. My rage grew inside me. Why is he still alive? He was the cause of Shizu's death, the only one I loved, but even that was taken away from me. Oh, I see, so Veldora also did that. He rested in me and saved this spirit, so he also betrayed me. Rimuru. Raphael, will Veldora give me more power? Raphael. Yes, the sacrifice of the individual Veldora can give the master the ultimate skill Storm King Veldora. In a normal situation, the individual Veldora has to give you permission to use the skill, but with his death, the skill will become one with the master's soul, and he will also evolve into a true dragon. Rimuru. A true dragon, huh? Veldora Pav. I was still trying to persuade Rimuru to stop his insanity, but when I saw the smile on his face, it was not a normal smile, it was the most disgraceful smile I ever saw. Then some chains appeared and chained me, I can't move anymore. Ifrit was pinned to the ground. Veldora, what are you doing, Rimuru? Rimuru. Me. I am just gaining more power. The purple ball appeared, absorbing everything around it. Ifrit was immediately absorbed while begging to stop. What is that? Rimuru didn't even seem fazed, his smile grew even more. I closed my eyes, seeing my error. This Rimuru will probably cause the destruction of this world. I regret that I didn't help him earlier. As my thoughts darkened, I accepted my fate and got absorbed slowly. Rimuru Pav. The magic started to flow, and when I absorbed him, Beelzebub was not strong enough, so I had to use my own body. Using a technique similar to that of a predator, it burned at first, but I soon totally ate him. My body then started to glow, and everything started to change in me. I can hear a voice similar to Raphael. Voice of the world. The individual Rimuru Tempest will start an evolution into a true dragon, recomposition of the body, successful rebuilding of the skills, successful augmentation of natural resistance, elemental resistance, holy demonic magic resistance, successful evolution of the race, successful. The individual Rimuru Tempest evolved from a demon slime into an ultimate slime. I opened my eyes and saw myself. The aura I was leaking was so dense, I could see everything around me being destroyed just by my aura. Rimuru. Raphael, tell me how strong I am. Raphael. Actually, no one possesses more skill than a master, but the energy of Demon Lord Milim is still high, more information is required. Rimuru. She is not a true dragon, how does she gain such massive power? Raphael. After analysis, Milim Nava possesses the magic breed reactor, who absorbs the continued magic. I nodded and looked at the sky, which started to become darker. Rimuru. Raphael, what should I do now? Raphael. The master's original goal was to destroy the kingdom of Falmouth, then he went for Hinata Sakaguchi. I see, Hinata, she is one of Shizu-sen's students. I promised her that I would take care of them, but who cares anymore? I have nothing left, no one is left. No, I still have someone. Rimuru. Seal. Raphael. Rimuru. Raphael, you were with me from the start. I know I can trust you, so to show you my gratitude, I want to give you a name. So for now, you are Seal. Something then changed in me. I don't know what this feeling is, but it's something good and warm. Voice of the world. Evolution of the ultimate skill Raphael into the Monas. Seal, successful. Chapter 3. Seal Pav. I am Seal, the Monas. Seal, Master, just said that he trusts me and me alone. It's such a blessing. I will do anything to help Master and accomplish all his wishes. I will not let anyone go against Master. Rimuru, so, Seal, how are you feeling now? Seal. I am thankful to Master for having given me this wonderful name. He smiled and nodded. Rimuru. Seal, make an analysis of me. Seal. Yes, analysis is complete. Name. Rimuru Tempest. Race. Ultimate Slime, Vicious Dragonoid Demon Slime. Blessing. Blessing of the Destruction. Gender. Genderless, male. Title. True Dragon, Awakened Demon Lord, Broken Ruler. Past title. Chancellor of the Jura Forest Alliance. Age. 2. 12. Disaster rank. Catastrophe rank. Seal. Maester, can I have permission to rebuild my master skills? Rimuru. Authorization granted. Seal. Skills rebuilding start, successful. Ultimate skill. Mana's Core of Wisdom. Seal, Storm King Veldora, Hatred God Anteros, Void God Aztheth, after fusioning the ultimate skill Gluttony King Beelzebub and Covenant King Uriel, along with Storm Dragon Veldora and Flame Lord Amaterasu. Lord of Investigation Faust. Resistance. Cancel natural resistance, cancel physical resistance, cancel abnormal condition, cancel pain, cancel rot, spiritual attack resistance, magic resistance, holy demonic attack resistance. Weapon. Sword of Tempest, evolution after absorbing master magic. Legendary class. Magic. Elemental magic, spirit magic, demonic magic, spirit summoning, demon summoning. Seal. That concludes the master analysis. Rimuru Pav. Seal just finished my analysis, and I smirked, I've become strong. I laughed a little, then took out my wings and started to fly. Rimuru. Seal, tell me the probability of me winning against the Church of Ruberios. Seal. If Master went alone, the winning rate is at 20%. Currently, Master is the strongest being in this world. Rimuru. How can you tell it? Seal. With the ultimate skill Anteros, I can analyze the memory of all beings living with hatred. This goes for Veldora too. Moreover, with the Manas, Seal can access any answer in this world. Rimuru. And isn't my magic lower than Milim? Seal. As a master wish, I created the ultimate skill, God Void Aztheth, who is a skill that can go beyond the magic breed reactor. Rimuru. So no one can beat me in terms of skill and raw power now. Seal. Yes. Rimuru. 999, infinite, as death. With that, I went toward the holy empire of Ruberios and said, Hinata, you are the next one. Hinata Pav. It's been a week since I killed this monster, and their nation got destroyed. Not that I care, they got what they deserved. But recently, the kingdom of Falmouth was totally annihilated. This is bad. Is this some kind of new monster that appeared? But this timing, just after the war. By any chance, do these monsters possess a secret weapon? I was then taken out of my thoughts by some screams outside. I was still in the church, but the screams were loud enough for me to hear what is happening. I quickly made my way toward the outside. This is when I saw something I never expected. Half of the Ruberios got wiped out. I was too shocked to even move. What is that? The destruction was massive. 3nd Pav. When the broken ruler reached the holy empire of Ruberios, he looked at the barrier covering the city. It was a barrier made to protect them against another rampage of the storm dragon. Seeing this, the broken slime got an idea. He wanted to try his new skill, so he immediately started to gather magic, then launched it some seconds later. Rimuru. Storm Blast. The beam erased, in a single line, half of the capital, destroying the barrier at the same time. Many screams can be heard, but these are like a song for our slime. He slowly went down and walked into the city, his aura leaking and killing every single being who was too weak to withstand it. Many looked at him with hatred, but this only gave him more power. He soon arrived in front of the church and stared at the people in front. There were the 10 great saints, who considered themselves the guardians of humanity. Rimuru Pav. There are, in front of me, 10 people. Who are they? Well, I don't care, I can see Hinata behind them. Rimuru, you Hinata, how have you been? Happy with your friend. Hinata, who are you? Rimuru. Oh, can't you remember me? Even if it's been only a week. Their eyes widened at the realization, the other looked confused but readier about their weapon. Ah yes, during my evolution, my appearance also changed. Well, this is not important. Hinata. What did you do? Rimuru. This is karma, you make a mistake, and this is the consequence. She looked at me angrily and rushed at me. Was she that slow before? I slowly took out my sword and cut off her right arm. Hinata. Arg. She was now on the ground, screaming painfully. Don't think I will let you die so easily. I kicked her in the stomach and sent her into a state of death, but her consciousness is still active. I gave her some of my magic to keep her alive after all. Rimuru. So weak. Well, I wanted to have some fun with your friend first. I went toward the other humans present, they were terrified. Is Hinata the strongest here? Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Lightus. Don't come closer. Sir. What did you do to Hinata-sama? They were shouting at me, but for me, it was just some man trying to insult a dragon. I shortened the distance in one step and cut their heads down one by one. While Hinta is watching us shocked but can't even speak, I made this show just for you. I hope you love it. Rimuru, so, Hinata, how do you feel right now? Her mind is surely filled with anger and hatred, but her body won't move for now. She will be immobilized for at least a month. But this is not what I wanted. Rimuru. TCH, your reaction is disappointing, I wanted to see more despair. I was about to kill her, but someone stopped me. She landed in front of Hinata and tried to slash me, but her attack was just pathetic. Rimuru, oh, is a new challenger, who are you? Luminus. Shut up. Rimuru. Seal, who is she? Seal. Analyze completed. Master, she seems to be a demon lord, and with the calculations I made, she is a vampire and the true leader of the church. Oh, interesting. She is a vampire with silver hair and red-blue eyes. I will play with her a little. I smirked and looked down at her. Rimuru. So you are the leader here, huh? Like Hinata, you seem worthless, hahaha. Luminus. Shut up, you trash. Ouch, it's hurt, nah, I'm kidding. She looks proud, what will her face be like when she loses all hope? I will take my time with her. Chapter 4. Luminus Pav. I am standing in front of this monster, TCH. The damage he or she caused is far greater than that of this stupid lizard. Hinata is behind me, and she looked totally lost, and anger filled her eyes. How does she lose her arm? No, who is this monster, and why did she attack us? Her aura is impressive and dark. Rimuru. You must want to ask who I am, right? Luminus. I don't need the name of a fool. Rimuru. A fool. Isn't it you who started the hostility, god Luminus? What? I never attacked her, what does she mean? I was thinking while healing Hinata, but her eyes widened, like at the realization of something. Luminus. What are you talking about? I never attacked you. Rimuru. You? Hahaha, like the insect you are, you can even hurt me. I talked about this worthless woman on the ground in your church, demon lord. Hinata attacked this monster in the church. Is he the ruler of the country of monsters? If yes, then his anger can be understood, but to even destroy an entire country, he overdid. Luminus. Hinata, can you fight? Hinata. Yes, sorry, it's my fault. Luminus. Don't worry, after we deal with him, we talk. She nodded weakly. I took out nitros and pointed at him. He is strong, but I have to kill him. This is the only way. When I prepared to attack, he started to laugh like a madman. Did he go crazy? Rimuru, what is so funny? Rimuru, you don't understand, do you? Rimuru, what? Rimuru, you can't beat me. He got on my nerves, and I immediately rushed toward him with Hinata behind me. My nitros is a legendary class sword. She is one of the best swords in the world. But what happened next exceeded my anticipation. The moment our swords made contact, I prepared myself for the shockwave, but instead my nitros got cut in two. What? How is this possible? Hinata, who was just behind me, attempted to slash him down by surprise, only to get blasted away by a kick. Is this the difference in our power? This is terrifying. Before I can even move, I receive a punch in the stomach. Rimuru, art. It hurt. He probably destroyed my organ, even pain nullification doesn't work. Rimuru Pav. TCH, this demon lord is too weak. She is actually holding her stomach while panting after just one punch. How am I supposed to have fun now? This was until I suddenly got an idea. Rimuru. So the great demon lord Valentine is that weak. She only made an angry noise. I will destroy this pride of yours. I walked toward Hinata and grabbed her by the hair. She made some hurt sounds. Beautiful, these cry. I want to hear more. Rimuru. So, demon lord Valentine, how about we make a deal? Rimuru. Shut up. Rimuru. Watch your tongue. I kicked Hinata as she lost consciousness, and I then threw her in front of this useless vampire. Rimuru. Beg, if you don't, I will take the life of this trash. Rimuru. What? You really think I will beg a monster like you? Rimuru. Still resisting. I put my hand on Hinata's head and used Anteros. It's perfect. I wanted to test it, an ability I gained during my evolution into a true dragon. After a second, Hinata started to scream. Hinata. Ah. The cry is so beautiful. Actually, she is replaying all the hatred I have absorbed until now. The life I ruined, the hatred of the entire nation, and even her own hatred toward me. At any second, she will be totally broke. Rimuru. What are you doing? Rimuru. Each second you pass to decide, your little puppy will suffer, so make a choice now. Beg for mercy. Her face was a total display of despair and anger. Seeing this face, my smile got wider. This is what I want to see. Rimuru Pav. Do I really have to beg? But Hinata is getting destroyed, and with each second, her cry becomes more hurtful. My whole body started to shake as fear filled my mind. Why did we have to have this monster as an enemy? Rimuru. If I do, will you spare Hinata's life? His smile grew, and malice could be felt. Disgusting. Rimuru. Why not? I nodded and slowly put my hand on the ground, ignoring the pain. I am really going to beg someone. I can't even believe it. I put my head on the ground, trembling like a mess. I hate him. Rimuru. Please spare the life of my subordinate. Rimuru. Fahaha. Look at this. He crushed me down by putting his foot on the top of my head. It's humiliating. I will make him pay. Rimuru. Lick. My body flinched. What does he mean? I lifted my eyes up a little and saw his shoes right in front of my face. How dare he? Rimuru. Quickly. Hinata's scream suddenly increased. I panicked and licked his foot. I am pitiful. Rimuru. You are good trash. I will now accomplish my part of the contract. Finally, as he said, Hinata's scream stopped. I calmed down a little and looked at her. But all my hope got shattered. Hinata's head was on the ground, her body covered in blood. Rimuru. What did you do? Rimuru. I spared her, as I said. Now she won't suffer anymore. Well, I wanted to have a little more fun with her thoughts. I looked into his eyes, and they were filled with craziness. What type of psychopath is he? He kicked my head as I was sent flying. Is this the end? Tears started to flow down my face. What did I do wrong? Rimuru Pav. It was so fun. The prideful vampire begged and licked my foot. I can't think of anything better. Well, the author didn't want to write a lemon, but if the reader wants, he will write a separate chapter. She was now on the ground, crying, a little baby, let's end this. Rimuru. Azathoth. She got absorbed slowly. I can see her face filled with despair and regret. Thanks for the meal. I am now standing alone in the castle of Ruberios. I walked toward the throne after eliminating some vampires. Rimuru. Seal, what do I do now? Seal. I finished the analysis. It seems a demon lord is involved in the destruction of Tempest. My anger immediately rose. Someone is involved, I will kill him slowly. Rimuru. Give me the details. Seal. It's the demon lord Clayman. She then explained how Clayman involved himself and how he became my enemy. He is also intending to hold a demon lord meeting, Walpurgis. I smiled. You will know despair soon. Rimuru. Seal, make a plan so this so-called demon lord suffers the most. Seal. Yes. Then information came into my head. I smiled at this plan and started to laugh. After calming down, I started a demon summoning. Rimuru. Whatever demon comes, come and serve me. The atmosphere in the area became suffocating, and a demon with black hair and golden eyes appeared. More. Kukuku, it's a pleasure to be summoned by the Supreme Being. Chapter 5. Rimuru Pav. I just summoned a demon who seems to have a large amount of magic. He has black hair and golden eyes, wearing cliché demon clothes. Rimuru. I don't know who you are, but I have a job for you. Black. Kukuku, I will do my job at the restaurant, and please allow me to serve you. Serve me? Does he know me from somewhere? Seal. The master should accept. Rimuru. Explain. Seal. He is the black primordial demon, and for master's sake, accepting him as a slave is beneficial. I nodded. Seal is the last one I can trust. And I know she will not betray me, not like the others. And slaves. This is not a bad idea. Rimuru. Very well. For now, your name will be Diablo. His face got happier as he started to evolve. So this is a primordial demon, huh? His power grew, and his clothes changed into a butler outfit. Diablo. I will serve you at my best, my lord. Rimuru. Good, your first job is to attend the Walpurgis. When they come to search for the demon lord Valentine, you will go and give the other demon lord this crystal bowl. Diablo. This task will be done with perfection. He bowed as I nodded before leaving via teleportation. I gained a new skill by absorbing this vampire. The unique skill Lust, who evolved into the ultimate skill, Lustful King Asmodeus, can still become stronger. I will show this world despair. I smiled and went toward my next target. At this moment, all the demon lords are gathering. I will destroy his country, then I'll come for Ipukleshit. I soon arrived at just event started the god punishment, destroying everything is pretty fun. 3ND Pav. In a parallel dimension, 8 people and their servants gathered together, waiting for the last guest. But what is unexpected is that the person who came with the blue primordial was not the demon lord Valentine, but a black-haired demon. Guy? So why are you here, Black? Diablo. Call me Diablo for now, and I am here to deliver an object from my master. Your master. Diablo nodded and took out a ball of crystal before putting it in the center of the table. Pav. What is he doing here? And he got a master, huh? I am curious about his master now, and from the way he presented this object, I can conclude that he will show us something interesting. Guy? Who is your master, and where is the vampire? Diablo. For the demon lord annoying vampire, she was destroyed to her soul by my master. The whole room went silent, even Milim tensed up. What is even on her mind, pretending to be manipulated by this weakling? But kill a demon lord, this is not something everyone can do. Diablo. And for my master, his name is Rimuru Tempest. Rimuru Tempest. Isn't this the name of the ruler of this new, well-past country in the Jura Forest? All the demon lords tensed up, and Milim totally lost her composure. You can't pretend with this childish attitude. Milim Pav. What did Rimuru do? He killed the Luminus. I was going to go back to Tempest after all this, but what happened to him for killing Valentine? Crack Clayman almost noticed me. I hide my emotions quickly, I will ask Rimuru later. The crystal ball this man in black started to shine and showed us a woman. Or a man. No, this is Rimuru. How did he grow that much? Rimuru. Yo demon lord, how have you been? I was shocked by his voice and eyes. So cold. What happened to him? What do you want? Rimuru. Don't worry, I just wanted to show you something interesting. We all diverted our attention to him, Rimuru. He then showed us a land totally destroyed with a castle on fire and every form of life absent. Did Rimuru do that? Nothing is different, he doesn't seem the same as before. Rimuru. Don't you recognize Clayman? I looked at Clayman, and his face was contorted. Now that I look more closely, this is his territory. But why? Clayman. What did you do? Rimuru. Ha 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 ha. Look at your face. It's hilarious. Ha ha ha. Did you really think you were safe after involving yourself in the destruction of my beloved Tempest? Destruction of Tempest? What? Tempest is gone. My oar leaked from anger. Milim. Clayman. What did you do? Clayman. What Milim, can you speak? Milim. Shut up. You. Rimuru. Milim, you are here, it's been a long time. Even the way he talks is different. No, please. No, I don't want to lose someone else. Milim. Rimuru, what happened to you? Rimuru. Milim, you know it right, power is everything in this world. I was too kind with these humans, and I ended up losing everything. Memory filled my mind as I remembered the past. Rimuru. It's as you told me, when you don't have the power to protect, you lose everything. He looked really sad, but then a creepy smile appeared on his face. And no Rimuru, please stop that. I was shaking in fear and anger, my friend was gone and replaced by this man. Rimuru. Don't worry, Milim, I will create a perfect world after avenging Tempest. Milim. A perfect world. Rimuru. I will eradicate the human race. This shocked me even more. He who wanted peace wants to now kill every human. My heart hurt so much. Rimuru. Now Clayman, it's your turn. Clayman, what are you saying? I am a demon, lo. 3nd Pav. While every demon lord listened to their conversation, they were shocked, but what happened next was even more shocking. The black mist came out of the ball and hit Clayman, who started to scream, but what terrified the demon lords was the smile on the face of the broken ruler. His smile was pure pleasure, he was enjoying the scream and pain Clayman received. Soon the scream extended to another demon lord, she is the Sky Queen free. They were killed after some time, and their scream ended, leaving some demon lords frozen. Milim. Rimuru, why did you do that? She was on her knees, unable to understand what had happened. Rimuru. Are you sad? Milim. Why did you kill my friend? Rimuru. Friend, so you are friends with one of the people who destroyed my temper. Milim. What? Rimuru. I thought that maybe you could understand me, but it seems I was wrong, Milim. Milim. But you killed Afar. Free, my friend. Rimuru. Aren't we also friends? So why are you also betraying me? This hurt her heart a lot. Does she still consider Slime her friend? Does she still want to be friends with this crazy monster who searches for destruction? Chapter 6. 3nd Pav. In a parallel dimension, the 10 demon lords, who are now only 7, are sitting around a round table. They were all shocked because 2 of them were easily killed in front of them by someone. Diablo just left, and the communication between Rimuru and the demon lord ended. Among the demon lords, the most shocked is the demon lord Milim Nava. She is actually in an internal fight where her besties are the main subjects. While the other demon lord was talking about what to do now and their future actions. Guy? So this guy came out of nowhere and just killed 3 of us like that. What to do now? And Carrion came out. Carrion. So, you noticed me. Guy? It was easy for someone like me. The atmosphere was still very tense because what the slime just did was by no means an easy feat. Rimuru was terrifying, even for the strongest demon lord. What he just did was not something they would see every day. Leon, you can kill him, right Guy? Guy? Maybe I still don't know the extent of his power yet. He was clearly joking. For Guy, Rimuru didn't do something out of his reach, but this simple sentence made Milim and a little fairy tensed up even more. Ramers. Well, Rimuru doesn't seem to be in a good mental state, but killing him is not overdoing it. Gazel. He killed 3 of us and even destroyed some nations. He is a threat to this world. Ramers. I see. Ramers admitted her defeat, she saw it from her own eyes. This Rimuru was not the same as when she met him. Even if she talked to him only once, Ramers could tell the difference between them. Guy? So it's decided, I will take him down. Milim. No. The eyes turned to her, she was shaking, anyone could tell that her actual state was not normal. She herself doesn't know why, but she wants to believe in a last ray of hope. Guy, do you have a suggestion, Milim? Milim. Let me talk to him. Dino. I don't think he will listen to you. Milim. He will, because we are friends. Leon. Friend. Has he even considered you his friend? Accidentally, Milim's aura covered the room. She sent a death glare at Leon, and the already tense atmosphere became even colder as they all prepared themselves for a fight. Even Leon got scared by the usual childish demon lord. Milim. He is my friend. Don't even say that again. This seems to have awakened something in her, she doesn't want to believe in this. For her, Rimuru is her friend and best friend. Even if he killed a demon lord, he is still her first friend. She wants to believe that Rimuru can still change. Milim. Guy, don't you dare intervene, I will talk to him right now. Guy. Do as you please, but if he crosses the line, I will kill him. She wanted to say something else but just went away toward Ingrassia, where Rimuru is actually going. Guy. You all go back, we will hold another wall purchase later for the new change in the world. They all agreed, but what they didn't know was that this was the last wall purchase they would ever attend. Rimuru Pav. I just ended the call, so Milim also betrayed me, I will deal with her later. For now, I'll destroy Yuki. He played me very well, but it's time for the payback now. I was on my way, but suddenly I sensed a strong aura coming toward me. Is this Milim? So she wants to stop me. I just landed on the ground and waited for her. After some seconds, she crashed in front of me, her eyes were teary, and she was shaking a little. Rimuru, so Milim, what are you doing here? Milim. Rimuru, please stop this. Rimuru. Stop. This is just a payback for what this world did to me. Milim, please, there's another way. Another way? This made me laugh so hard. Rimuru. Ha 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 ha. Milim. Rimuru. Rimuru. You betrayed me by joining Claybitch and this stupid harpy. Don't make me laugh. Her eyes widen, and she takes a step back. All the same, just traitor. Rimuru. So it was true, just let's end this now. She didn't respond, tch. I walked to her and lifted my hand, but before it reached her, I was blown away. Rimuru. Seal, what happened? Seal. The individual Milim Nava power is growing continuously. Her ultimate skill, Wrathful King Satinal, is activated. Her anger has reached a point where her power could compete with the master. Rimuru. At this point. This has become more serious. I already knew it, Milim is strong, but I am not the same as before, I can beat her now. I rushed at her and threw a punch into her stomach. At my surprise, she didn't react and was sent into a mountain near us. Why didn't she react? I flew toward her and saw her holding the wound I just inflicted on her. This was my imaginary punch, a new technique that ignores every defense and barrier. So against someone like her who possesses a natural high deflection, it's a perfect attack. She stood up and looked at me with angry eyes. Milim. Where is he? Rimuru. MMH. Who? Milim. Where is Rimuru? Is she going mad? Her eyes were filled with hatred, but this is fine with me, even if her power is growing, mine is too. Rimuru. Don't you see, I am in front of you. Milim. No. You are not him. Where is he? I stayed silent because I didn't really know what to say. I am just in front of you. Milim. If you don't answer me, I will force you to say it. She immediately appeared in front of me. Fast. Our fists collided, and the shockwave destroyed the surroundings. Her speed is probably equal to mine. TCH, this fight will be difficult. After some exchange of punches, I took out my sword and slashed at her. She barely dodged as I cut the end of her hair. She took her distance and glared at me with a dread in her eyes. Wonderful. This is what I wanted to see. This look is more suitable for a destroyer. Rimuru. Let's end this now. Milim. This will be the last attack of this fight. I will fuse Stormblast with my other skill, and create a new weapon of destruction. No one will ever stop it. Milim Pav. Why do I do this? In front of me is Rimuru, or is it an impus? I don't know anymore. And what did he say? And this? Does he mean kill? But if I kill him, then Rimuru will be really dead. I don't want that. I look at him, and he seems to be preparing a sort of spell. If I don't react, I might die. But what is the point of living after losing everyone? I started to charge at Dragonova, but is this what I really want? Rimuru is smirking, he is enjoying this. Why did everything have to go wrong? I don't want to fight anymore. I stopped Dragonova and waited for him. Rimuru. What are you doing? I didn't respond, and I looked at him. Rimuru. Why don't you continue your spell? Milim, are you really Rimuru? He seems to hesitate a little. Please tell me, you are not. Rimuru. Yes, I am. So it's real. Tears formed in my eyes. Rimuru, so, what are you doing now? Milim, let's end this, as you say. I don't want to fight anymore. Rimuru. And what are you waiting for? Milim, and you, what do you wait for? Rimuru. For what? Milim. Kill me. His eyes widen, but they are still cold. Where is the kind Rimuru? Rimuru. What are you saying? Milim. If you are really Rimuru, then there is no point in fighting you. I don't want to fight my friend, but if you really want to end this, then kill me, at least I will die for my best friend. His eyes were totally open and he stared at me. The coldness from before went away. This looks more like the Rimuru I knew. Yes, at least I will die from the Rimuru I knew. He stopped his spell and walked in front of me, saying he is taller than me now. I suddenly sensed my mind turning black. So this is the end. Rimuru Pav. I just knocked her out. I don't know why, but a word reached my heart. Is there really another way? Does this world still have hope? Maybe after my revenge, I can start a new life with the remaining person I have. No one, huh? When did I forget them? There are still the kids in Milim. I have a new goal. I will create a perfect world where we can live in peace. Rimuru. Seal, where can I put her so she can be safe while I recreate this world? Seal. The master possesses a personal space where he has total control over the ultimate skill Void God Aztec. The individual Milim will be unreachable here. The skill name is Imaginary Space. I nodded, and Milim got slowly transported into, I will make the perfect world, wait for it. Chapter 7. Rimuru Pav. I just transported Milim into my personal dimension. It's useful, as long as they are in, they will be safe. I wish I had this ability earlier. Now it's time for my next target. I continued my way toward Ingrassia. Humans are nothing to me anymore, but there are these children. Are they still important to me? Maybe it's the last thing I have. Yes, this is the last thing I need to protect. I can now see Ingrassia, but before I take any action, someone appears behind me. Rimuru. You did a good job, Diablo. Diablo. It's a pleasure to serve you, my lord. He kneeled down, and at the same time, Seal started transferring something in my mind. So that's how it's it. Rimuru. You see this city, Diablo. Diablo. Yes, my lord. Rimuru. What do you think about these humans? Diablo. They're lowly creatures filled with greed. It's true. Their greed destroyed my temper. And for that, I will never forgive them. I will hunt them down to the last one. Diablo Pav. I am watching my master in front of me. His beautiful yellow eyes were different from the first time I saw them. They were cold, but with a tint of hope and light in them. But suddenly, they turned into a new shape of darkness. Such a wonderful sigh. Even I am scared. But this is what is expected of such a being. Rimuru. Diablo, go and kill these humans. So he gave me this task. I will accomplish it to perfection. I went in front, and Master is now behind me, but what I didn't expect happened. Diablo. Master. I looked at him and saw a horrifying smile. What is this? Rimuru. I don't need you anymore. You are no use now. I just pierced Diablo's body with my sword and applied a soul attack. Rimuru. Sorry, but I don't trust you at all. You are a demon after all. His looks right now are satisfying. He seems betrayed. Well, that does not matter. Who knows what he will do later. Diablo. But why masked? I didn't let him finish and absorbed him with Azteth. He didn't seem to resist too much. Well, I don't care anymore. He was just a simple demon on my way toward the perfect world. And beside me, I gained some new power. I smirked and slowly walked toward Ingrassia. At least you were useful, primordial black Diablo. But something is disturbing my fun. Why did he make a smile of happiness at the end? Was he happy? He creeps me out a little. Rimuru. Seal, analyze, and upgrade my skill from the new one. Seal. Yes. Seal also told me earlier about Diablo's betrayal. I can trust Seal at least. Yes, Seal is the only one who will never betray me. Seal. Master trust is only mine and mine alone. He doesn't need a subordinate or friend when he has me. I will make sure Master reaches his goal, but he is only mine. I will take care of this dragonoid later, but I have to get rid of some nuisance first. Diablo was just a nuisance for me and my master love. Yes, as long as the master trusts me, everything is fine. As long as he needs me, I don't need anything else. Rimuru. I finally entered Ingrassia. Well, some guard tried to stop me. But I just killed them, at least they had a peaceful death. I continued my road toward the headquarters of the guild, while letting my aura do the job. Rimuru. Seal, make sure to not let anyone survive beside my students. Seal. Yes. After a few minutes of walking, I reached my destination and was now standing in front of the guild. I can sense some other person with Yuki. I didn't let the civilian make a single noise. Well, they got instantly killed, so they don't have the time to cry. So Yuki might not even know what is happening outside the building. I just teleported into his office and said let the fun begin. Yuki. I am in my office while listening to the clowns say I don't know what is happening. First, the kingdom of Falmouth got destroyed, then I lost connection with Hinata, and Laplace said that when he reached Ruberios, there was just nothing but destruction. Then Dorgan and Gustav, along with Clayman, disappeared out of the face of this world. Is this Rimuru doing? But didn't Hinata kill him? Kaguli, did you see anything else at Ruberios? Laplace. No, when I reached there, there's just ruin. Yuki. And the hero body. Laplace. Impossible, all were just messes. I might pass a week to find it, and even I don't think any secret room will still exist with the destruction there. So my plan is disturbed. I can't use the hero Chloe anymore. And the clowns want to avenge Clayman, but we don't even know who killed him. This has become difficult. But suddenly, a laugh reasoned in the room. Rimuru. Ha 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 ha. You are all hilarious. I looked at the source and saw what I feared the most. How? So he is the one who caused all this mess. Yuki. Rimuru-san, what are you doing here? Rimuru. Cut the crap, Yuki. So, he knows. I tried to apply my manipulation skill, but it got blocked. TCH, how did he get this strong in this short amount of time? Even my anti-skill doesn't work. This is bad. We might need to run away. But before we can even move, some chain immobilized me. No one. I can't even move a little. It's also blocking my magic. Rimuru, so Yuki, did you enjoy these last days? Yuki, what are you talking about? Rimuru. Don't play dumb, you know the face you made earlier was pretty funny to see. Yuki. What? Rimuru. You just look like this Clayman, whom I tortured last day. Clowns. What? This is bad, very bad. The clown's anger is rising, they will soon lose their temper. What to do? And is this even the same Rimuru I met before? Yuki. So you are the one who killed Clayman? Rimuru. Killed. No, this Ann didn't even move, he was just a weakling. I even destroyed him across a dimension. This bastard. He is provoking us, I know it but can't do anything right now. Rimuru. Their faces are so funny to see. But I want more, Yuki is the mastermind behind all of this. It will be unfair if he doesn't suffer more than the others. I gave my best smile. Did I turn into a sadist? It's not a bad feeling. And beside, they talked about Hero Chloe's body. I need to investigate that later. Chapter 8. Rimuru. This was not as fun as I expected. In front of me, there was Yuki totally in despair. His eyes were red and lifeless, and he cried so much during the last few hours. I tortured, one by one, his clown friends. I cut off their members little by little, while letting Yuki scream and beg to stop. They cried and begged so much that I almost orgasmed. It was the fun part, but after 3 deaths, he stopped and went into that boring state. I can't get anything more from him. Rimuru, you are so weak, and now how do you want to die? Torture to death or become a punching bag for the rest of your life. I grabbed his head by the hair and forced him to look at me in the eyes. Not bad, this look is more suitable for garbage like him. But he didn't respond, which greatly disappointed me. Rimuru, you don't intend to respond. I slapped his face. There's still one person alive beside him. Her name is Gazel or Kazarium, and I don't really care about her. Rimuru, it's a pity that you can't take a little more, Yuki. Yuki. I let him go as he fell head first on the ground and started to walk toward Gazel. I will make you react even against your will. Don't think you got enough pain. I kicked his secretary's stomach and applied some torture skills. She groaned and woke up in pain. Gazel. Art. I look at her with cold eyes, only to see despair in her stare. So she already lost hope. I punched her one time, then a second time, then a third time, but before I realized it, I can't stop anymore. My fist kept punching her to the point that her face was distorted. She was crying, and after each punch, Seal healed her so she wouldn't die. Her face was covered in her own blood. She was literally begging me to stop. Gazel. Please stop. Rimuru. Ha 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 ha. This is so funny. I was about to punch her again, but Yuki finally snapped out of his state. Yuki. Please don't hurt her anymore. I looked at him blankly. Maybe I can still have a little more fun. I chuckled at this thought and got an idea. Rimuru. Very well, I will let you make a choice. I stopped my sentence as the two stared at me, waiting for me to continue. Rimuru. Only one of you will survive, and since I am a good guy, I will let you choose, and lastly, the survivor will become my personal slave. So what will you do now, Yuki? Yuki Pov. I want all of this to stop. This was a mistake. Why did I have to anger this monster? He just gave us a choice. I don't want Gazel to die, but if not, I will be the one to die, and I don't want her to be his slave. Before I could speak, Gazel spoke first. Gazel. Kai, kill me, and let Yuki. Yuki. Wait. Gazel. Shut up, brat. I already lived enough. Some tears formed in my eyes. I never really thanked her, and now she will sacrifice her own life for me. I am pathetic. Rimuru. What? It's disgusting. What is this, a tragic rom-com? I glared at him, letting all my hatred out. I want to kill this bastard, but I can't. One day, for sure, I will kill him and take revenge. I swear. Rimuru. So it's decided. He grabbed Gazel and threw her at me. What? Her body was entirely wounded. I am surprised that she can even speak. I can't even protect her. Rimuru then created a sword and gave it to me. What do he want? My whole body started to shake because I understood what he intended to do. Rimuru. Kill her. He said coldly, bastard. I was sending him a death glare, but this made his smirk wider. Suddenly Gazel started to scream, a painful scream. What the hell is happening? I am scared. Please stop this nightmare. Rimuru. The more time you take to kill her, the more she will suffer, you know. Ha 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 ha. His laugh just gave me disgust, but I don't have time to say, sorry Gazel. I quickly took the sword and transposed her heart. Her scream finally stopped, and tears flowed from my eyes. I broke our promise. Sorry, I failed to create a perfect world. The room was quiet, but suddenly her scream restarted, which made me panic. I looked at Rimuru, and he was grinning like a madman. What did he do? I looked at Gazel's body and found a healing magic circle. He was healing her while I tried to end her life. Damn it, I stabbed her again, but she didn't die, and her scream just became more painful. I can't take it anymore. I quickly stabbed her at a very fast pace multiple times, and finally all went quiet. Did she die? But then my mind went blank. What's happening now? I then saw myself in front of my friends who just died a moment ago. Was this all just a nightmare? I was somehow relieved. But then they started to curse me. Footman. We died because of you. Tear. Yes, that is not cool. Lapis. You are the cause, it is all your fault. I was horrified. They were slowly making their way toward me while I backed away. After a few steps, my back touched the wall as I found a black liquid on the ground. The liquid then started to cover me and absorb me. Ah. What is this? Yuki. Help me. Please help me. The next moment, Gazel appeared in front of me, giving me her hand. Finally someone. I took her hand, but then her face turned black. Gazel. You killed me after all I have done for you. You trash. Yuki. What? At this moment, my mind was filled with cursing words, all directed toward me. Even if I scream or ask for help, no one ever comes. I want to die. Rimuru Pov. It was so fun seeing him kill the one he loved the most. At the end, I just put him in an eternal nightmare by the way of Anteros. It's like a torturer who revives the most traumatic scene of your life. Rimuru. I finished my business here, I have to see the kids now. Seal. Master, every living being in Ingrassia except the individual. Gale, Ryota Kenya, Alice, and Chloe have been killed. Rimuru. Where are the kids right now? Seal. They're actually unconscious in the dormitory of the school. I nodded and made my way toward them, but something still bothers me. Who is the hero Chloe? Yuki said something about her, but I still don't know who she is. I asked Seal to do some research, but she still hasn't found anything. I got immersed in my thought, but snapped out by the side of the skull where I taught for a while before all this mess. It was so peaceful at this time. But soon, I will be able to live peacefully again with the one dear to me. I entered the dormitory and saw the children on the ground. I smiled and transported them into my imaginary space. So what to do now? If I remember correctly, I still have a promise to fulfill. Seal. Yes, Master promised to the individual Shizu Izawa to punch the demon lord Leon Cromwell. Leon Cromwell. This name disgusts me, even if I haven't met him yet. He is the one who made Shizu-sen suffer. I will destroy him for Shizu-sen. My blood boiled as I let my aura out, destroying the remaining Ingrassia.